Inside this box is the Isinwheel GT1 electric off-road scooter, and it has an incredible 800-watt motor, so it should be absolutely awesome. But they've sent it to me for the 11 out of 10 review, where we're going to unbox it and real well test it, because this has some serious bold claims. So let's jump into this video. Let's start with the great unboxing. The GT1 comes extremely well packaged. The scooter weighs 23.75 kilograms. It has a lithium battery with a 480 watt-hour capacity and has a charging time of up to 4 to 5 hours. It's also waterproof with a rating of IPX4. Inside the packaging, you'll also find a handy little box that you can open up, and you'll find you've got a full toolkit, battery charger and instruction manual. Now, there's a few little bits you need to do to set up the scooter, and that includes putting on the main stalk, the controls and tightening everything up. But I'll take you through a step-by-step guide that you can watch as I tell you more about the scooter. So the GT1 has a top speed of 28 miles per hour. It's currently set to 15, but you can unlock this by pressing the M button 5 times. It has a maximum range of 28 miles as well, so a real decent distance. It has a 10-inch off-road tyres, and it has a load capacity of 330 pounds. Now, to make the ride really good, it has front and rear suspension, so it should be really smooth when you're out bombing along. It has BMS intelligent safety. It has a nice large LCD screen that's really bright, meaning that you can see it nice and clear even in strong sunlight. You control the acceleration with a thumb switch, and there is a set of modes so you can have it walking pace right up to the top speed of 28 miles an hour. The front headlight is super powerful, meaning that you're going to get really good vision at night. On the side of the scooter, you've got these red lights that also become indicators when you want to turn, and the rear light flashes as soon as you apply any pressure to the brake levers. The charger input is located right at the top of the scooter, making that super easy just to plug it in and get that full charge. But let's put all these specs and this GT1 to the real well test. So it's time for the real well test, and what I can confirm is the GT1 does fit in the boot of a Tesla that's a pretty much average size car. So it does squeeze in. Yes, you have to do a little bit of fiddling, and it does catch a little bit on the back, but it does fit in. So you can take it in a normal car. You don't need a massive estate car or a massive van. And look, you can get it in and out pretty easily. And also, because of the system, once you've built it, you can just put it together that quickly and easily. So where have I come to today to put this through the ultimate test? Well, that's a place called Pittsford Reservoir, because it's 7 miles, a bit of gravel track, a bit of tarmac, the entire works. So we can see exactly how well this performs on those tracks. Well, let's go. Let's test it out. The GT1. First time. Let's pop this here. Hold down the power button, and here we go, we're off. Just move over this really gravelly bit. You can hear my voice, so the suspension is really soaking this up. Just take it nice and easy to start off with. Obviously, when you switch this on, it's in standard mode that seems to be capped at 9 miles an hour. There's a nice, actual, pleasant, I'd say, running pace. Now, as you can see, this is quite bumpy with bits of stone all over the place, so you're definitely getting some vibration through. I bet that suspension is working hard. So that was on assist 1, so let's change that to eco assist 2 and see what that's like. It's a beautiful sunny day here in England, that is for sure. Let's see what it powers up to now. That's up to 15 miles an hour. And a nice bit of acceleration, but it felt even more powerful there. So eco is going to be the mode where you're going to get the maximum range out of this, because obviously that's what I'm guessing it's designed more for. Maximum range, comfortable ride, smooth power delivery, and again, just mowing this all up, absolutely mowing it up. I really did like just the whole setup from setting off to just clicking this into place, and off you go. Let's check the rear brake. Oh yeah, that was good. Let's get up to 15, let's slam it on, and let's see how quick we can break down from 15. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Proper quick. Right, let's now try that on mode 3, that's standard. Let's see what we get out of it on standard. Oh, that already feels a bit... Okay, no, similar. Smooth power delivery. Working really well. A little bit quicker. Okay, so 18 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. Whoa, and it locks on the speed a little bit as well. It's got cruise control. Okay, so that on assist-free standard mode is 21 miles an hour. And I've got to admit, that does feel pretty quick on this track, just in standard. It is so, let alone I'm on this loose gravel, it feels so light. When you're going, it's incredibly light, and I've got to say, a lot of fun indeed to ride. So 21 miles an hour on assist free. Now you've got to remember, I've unlocked this, so we have unlocked this to its maximum capabilities instead of the basically 15.5 miles an hour that is the legal speed if we're allowed on the road, but here in the UK we're not allowed on the road. So let's try 4. 4 is the maximum. Let's see if we can get this to its top speed on this gravelly track. Let's go. Nice smooth delivery, 10 miles an hour already, 12.9. A bit of a curve coming up. Let's get a nice big straight for this bad boy. That's kind of a straight, but a scary one. Powering up. This is such a giggle. People are coming, so we're going to take it easy again. Be respectful. Here we go. Powering back up. 15. 17. Bit of a curve. Beautifully round. 19. So you definitely lose a bit of power on the uphill from the motor. I've just edged off a little bit now because I've got a bit of a curve and a bend. Flattening out. Powering up. Here we go. Come on, baby. Let's do this. Bit of a downhill here before a curve again. 20. I'm going to have to back up, it feels. Whoa. That's cool though. I'm after a nice straight to test this out properly, but it feels so nice and easy to swing around. It also gives you that feeling of, oh, it's quite loose here. Right. Spin it around. Here's a nice long straight. Let's try it here. Let's go. 16. 21. 22. 24, 25, backing off for this bend, 25, and it says it will do 28, and we are going to get there, we are going to do it, 25, woo! Now the more I'm riding, the more I'm getting used to it, and the more confidence I'm getting really quickly with this. It's definitely a very confident electric scooter to ride, and I've obviously reviewed a few different electric bikes and scooters now. This is very good. Right, let's test out the horn. Let's see what the horn sounds like. Nice and loud. People will hear you coming if you need to press that, just to let them know that you're coming down the track. Let's full power again. Let's see if we can get this full speed in. Let's do this. Right, 19. 21. God, it feels too quick. I'm gonna have to let go. It's just so bumpy and gravelly on this bit. Sort of 2021 feels like you're doing 100 miles an hour. Such a pleasant place to be bombing along. Now we've already done, I reckon, about well over a quarter of the way around already, because I'm just zipping along. I'm super comfortable. My confidence keeps building the more and more I ride it. It's sturdy, it's not noisy, I'm not getting horrible rattles from it. It's just nice and solid. There we go. It's a bit of solid path here for a very short time, and that is, oh, that's smooth. Before we get back on that gravel, that is super smooth. Now this is getting more off-roady and more and more rough very quickly. So we're going to take it easy and enjoy it, and let the front and rear suspension continue to do the work. And again, just mows up this sort of more muddy side, as again it's designed to be, being an off-road scooter. It's just loving it, absolutely loving it. Okay, so I want to get the maximum speed out of this, the 28 miles an hour. It says 28 miles an hour and 28 mile range, but 28 mile range will be eco. But I've got a nice long stretch down here, what's tarmac. So finally, let's blast this and let's see if we can hit 28 miles an hour. But on this tarmac, I'm expecting to be super smooth. So here is the tarmac top speed test. Right, here we go, let's do this. (16, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, right, back on the power because we're passing people. I don't want to be rude. Here we go. 21. Come on, before the end. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 26. 26. Okay, I'm going to try this again because I had to back off and it was a bit unfair, but we got to 26. Let's see if we can get faster. 15, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24, 24, 25. That's not the look where we're going. Had to brake for that person because I don't look where they're going. Are we going to get a clear run? Well, not a clear run again because I didn't want to crash. Come on. Right, here we go. Third attempt. Let's see if we can do it this time. Power down. Power. Power. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25, 26, 26, 27, 27. 27 is my maximum speed and then it starts dipping off again. Okay, so I can only manage to get to 27 miles an hour. It's not bad. It's advertised as 28 and maybe it's due with the gradient, wind, it's all got to be perfect. But 27 miles an hour on my third attempt, still impressive. And I probably would get to 28 if there was a slight dip down, but that is pretty much as perfectly straight as possible. So 27 miles an hour. And do you know what? Let's have a quick look at it because it just looks, doesn't it? Just looks incredibly cool. It's got this real cool, slick design to it as well. And what I like about this is you can rest your foot on the back of this part here. Give yourself a few different positions to get super comfortable on a bit more of a long ride. Look, got a little leaf stuck there. Brakes feel great, wheels feel great. The rear and front suspension seem to be doing a great job. We're currently halfway round, and it's still flying. Let's have a look and see how much power is left in it. Now this is still reading full. Now this is a nice display, I can see it. And what I'll say is that it's saying full. Now this is LCD, so it's going to flicker a little bit on the camera screen itself, but it's still saying full. So I'm dead interested to sort of see what it says towards the end. Listen to that horn. Sounds cool, lights, everything's super easy to press. So as we get going again on another bumpy track, what I do like about this GT1 is the throttle is positioned above. So the finger throttle at the top is above, where some of them are actually down underneath, or underneath with your thumb I should say. where I actually find that harder because you're not feeling like you're holding on properly. But there, I have a lot better grip. So for the ones I've reviewed, this is probably the most comfortable and the easiest yet. What's impressive, and it is now the fastest at hitting 27, because I only ever got to 25 miles an hour on all others. So again, new top speed for me. But what I do like is the power is nice and controllable. Now, it does have cruise control. You can link up the app to it, change your settings. You can put it on sort of park mode and all this stuff, so no one can just power it on. But straight out of the box, I really like it. I really like it just as it is. And I am, let alone I can feel this track, I am so impressed still with how smooth this is riding, going over all these horrible big stones. I expected a lot more flicker out, but I'm just not getting it. Back onto a little bit of tarmac for a second, and oh, isn't that nice? I can't put across on camera how much fun this is. It really is. I can't keep saying it. I'm enjoying every second of riding this. Okay, so as I'm riding the GT1, what I'm really liking, and these are some real simple facts, like this finger button throttle, wow, this finger button throttle, that's still switched on, so the wheel just went. It's super light and easy. I'm not getting any fatigue on my finger like you sometimes do with the fun ones. I definitely feel more sturdy as I'm riding it. Now, there's some cool things to it. If you're riding it a little bit later at night, you've got the indicators that again are in the perfect place and easy to press. So just here on it, you've got indicators. You can hear that beep as it's beeping away, and that does literally light up the side. So again, quite cool at night. Everything's easy to press as I'm going as well. But I can't put across in words how stable I feel while I'm riding it. It just literally continues to be nothing but fun and pleasure. We're about 3/4 of the way around now already, because we're just bombing. It's just flying along, soaking up at like ease. I'd actually generally say you could probably do, if you're good on eco and you can get the range, I reckon you could do the 28 miles that this offers in reasonably good comfort. But again, that would be a little bit slower. But in the fast mode, you've got to sort of half that. But let's just say I reckon you'll get 10 to 15 miles of range, full whack on that, because so far it seems to be really good. But we'll find out exactly where we are with the power at the end. Let's get back on it and let's keep going. Doesn't it just look really cool when you're zipping along? Now, obviously we have been in the top mode, de-restricted, what they call turbo mode, and the battery, well, it's starting to drop down a little bit. We've lost a couple of bars already. We're not hugely far till the end, but we've still got a little bit to go. So I'm really interested to see 7 miles unlocked, virtually full power other than the first little bit. Will it do it? Well, one way to find out. Let's full power it. Let's see what we're at. I can see from here the car park in the distance, but we've still got to go round, and then we're going to have one more chance to blast it full out on a bit of tarmac before we hit that car park. So this still sweeps around a little bit more, but let's power this through. Let's go for that final blast down that straight, and let's just see what's left at the end. of that battery life. So here we go, the final blast. There is 2 battery lights left. Let's see how this does. I've been running this motor pretty much consistently all the way around, and then stopping for those few seconds to chat. So let's find out. Let's see what it will do. Let's see if it will slow down. This is the final blast, the final straight. Let's do this. So what I'm noticing is I'm sort of holding around 19 miles an hour. I keep going between the last 2 to the last bar. So I think it slows down when you hit that last bar and restricts it to get the most out of it. Well, there we go. Back to the car park. And back on the horrible gravel. And back to the car. Well, here we go. Back in the car. And do you know what? The Isinwheel GT1 was just an absolute blast. What I liked and loved the most was how much confidence it gave me. It felt super light, it felt really easy to use, and I like the point that you've got like a push button at the top, like that push throttle I should say, more than a thumb throttle, because I found that I didn't get the fatigue that I've got on some of the other ones. And interestingly, so it was unlocked for that top speed pretty much all the way around. I've got back here. Now on that last little bit of run, it flickered between sort of the last green bar and then onto the red. But I was expecting to get potentially a little bit of overheat from that engine. It's a really hot day. You can hear the aircon blasting away. And I was thinking I'm going to get a little bit, you know, of restriction or something happen, especially for 7 miles doing what I was doing with minimum brakes. I normally like to stop, chill out on a bench, but because I was so comfortable and I've not feel fatigued or knackered or like I wasn't enjoying it at any point, I just basically stopped, did that little piece of camera and just kept going and kept going and kept going. So I've come back and it was flickering basically between the last green bar and the last red bar. And I reckon if you put it on eco mode, even at that point, I could probably go around here again. Yes, not at that awesome 27 miles an hour, but basically at about 10 miles an hour. That's a really comfortable speed for these sort of tracks anyway. Now, I've got some very awesome news, because Isinwheel have not just said to me, pop a link down in the description, because we're the Helmet Head channel. They've said, if you use discount code HH40, you'll get £40 off. What a bargain. So pop down to the description, everything you need there, click on the link, go over and buy it, because do you know what? It is an absolute blast and a perfect fun way of spending your day going around a reservoir like this or some off-road tracks and just enjoying it, because it is a giggle. Right, I'll see you next time here on the Helmet Head channel. Please hit that subscribe button and please leave a nice comment and a thumbs up on this video, because it really helps this channel grow. And I'll see you in the next one, but I want to go and charge it up. I think I'm going to come back and have another go tomorrow and just blast around.